Am I audible to you?
Yes, Raja.
Yes, Raja.
Okay. So let me share my screen. So are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
So I have noted out the list of topics that I'm going to uh, take on Python. These are the Python topics, like first Python basics, data types, operators, indexing and slicing. These are the topics. And today I'm going to take the first Python basics, data types, operators, and if time permits, indexing and slicing also. Okay. So let me open my Jupyter notebook. So in our last class, we saw how to use the Jupyter notebook. So now I'm going to, I have created a folder here in this environment, and I want to create a new file here. So new file. Okay. So we'll start with Python basics. First is we must know what is keywords. Keywords are the reserved words that every program will have the keywords that no, it has a special meaning in that programming language. So to know what are the keywords that we have in Python, so we can use help. Help, shift enter. So it enters prompt like help prompt. It goes to help prompt. Here we can type keywords. Let me type the keywords. Enter. So you find some set of keywords are available here. And if you notice this one,
Ready?
if you notice this one, we have all the small letters.
Button, mute.
Okay. So these are all small letters. Keywords are in small letters only except for three words: false, none, and true. All are small letters. Okay, so Python is case sensitive, so we have to write it everything in small letters except for these three letters. Okay, and if you want to know about any particular keyword, then you have to just type. For example, I'm typing continue here. Enter. So it will give information about that particular keyword. So this is a useful thing, like we can know about the keywords. Okay. Next thing is identifier. Identifiers are the names that we give for a variable or a class name, function name. So we have some set of rules. These are the valid identifiers. Like I will just tell you about what is invalid identifiers. Here, this is invalid identifier because there is a special character here. There is an hyphen. Uh, Identifier should not start with the number, and it should not be a keyword, and it should not have a special character. So these are the invalid identifiers, and these are the valid identifiers. We can have underscore, and it can start with a variable name can start with underscore, but it should not start with the number. Okay, and this is a variable. Variable is just assigning some value to a variable. Okay, so it is a dynamic type. We call it dynamic type. Why? Because whatever the value we are assigning, based on that, the data type is decided. Okay. So if you
இந்த room ல வேற.
sorry, just a sample, shocked. Okay. So dynamic typing na enna? Dynamic typing means no, whatever the value we are assigning, based on that, it is the data type will change. Like if you are assigning a string, then it will change as a string. If you are assigning an integer, it will be assigned. It will be, the data type will be changed to integer. But in other programming language, we have the strongly typed data type. Okay, like we have to first declare a variable with the data type. Here I am declaring a variable with int type, and I'm assigning an int value. Okay, but we cannot assign any other type of value here. So this is a strongly typed data type. But nowadays, we have in JavaScript or C# we are using a var. Okay, var means we can assign any value. Okay, so that is a dynamic typing.
So the line where your cursor is, you have mentioned other languages. Is it Python or some other language?
Other language means JavaScript or other language other than
Python like int space num valid.
Illa, it's not valid.
It's not valid. Okay. This is not Python. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just assigning some mouse. A is equal to 10. Okay. Time. Slow working. Okay, so to know about the type, we have to use type of A. Int. I'm assigning something hello. I'm saying something else. And then I'm giving the type of A. So this is str. So the same variable, but the value when you are changing, then automatically the data type is also changed. Multiple assignment, like you can give for one value can be assigned to different variable in a single line, like A comma B. A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 10. So print A, print B. Like you can also give just a variable name. You don't need to give print here. This will also work. Multiple values to multiple variables. Okay, you can assign A comma B comma C is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. So 10 will be assigned to A, 20 will be assigned to B, and 30 will be assigned to C. A comma B comma C is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. Now print A, print B, print C. Okay. Mouse கொஞ்சம் இதுவா இருக்கு.
இது easy-ஆ தானே.
Swapping value between two variables, like we can swap value between two variables using A comma B. Now I am going to okay. So this is a multi-line variable assignment, and I can swap the value by writing like this: A comma B is equal to B comma A. So we don't need a temporary variable to swap the data. Now value of A is 20 and value of B is 10. Statements and expressions. Like expression is you can see the right hand side of this equation. This is called expression. any like mathematical expressions, we can say algebra and the mari. So this is an expression. When you are making it like an assignment, like you are assigning some value to a variable, then it becomes a statement. This entire thing is a statement, whereas the thing which is in the right hand side, it is expressions. We can write multi-line statements like this, like suppose a line is very long, then you can use like this. You can use a backslash here. So this is just like continuing the line, we can use this. So this is a single line, but if it is going like a lengthy line, then we can cut that line into, break down that line into multiple lines. Okay, and here we don't need the backslash here because you have started the statement with the square bracket here. So we have to end this using the end bracket. So until you give this end bracket, it will be continuing the statement. Okay, so here you don't need the backslash. Okay. So single multi-line கூட நம்ம வந்து single line convert பண்ண முடியும். So here we have multi-line. So here we don't use the semicolon to end the statement. In C# or JavaScript, you will be using semicolons. But if you are writing single line, a multi-line statement into single line, you can use semicolon. Okay, so the same thing I am using in a single line.
Even in single line, you can terminate it with a colon.
Semicolon, yes. Comments, we can use hash. This is a single line comments, and this is an inline comments. Like you can give an inline after a statement, you can give an inline comments. To give multi-line comments, you can use multiple hash in each line, but that is a tedious process. We can use a docstring. Other than this, we can use docstring. Docstring is triple single quotes or triple double quotes we can use. So this is also a way of commenting your program. But here we can use multi-line comments. Okay, triple single quotes use பண்ணலாம் அல்லது triple double quotes use பண்ணலாம். Then block and indentation. Like in other programming language, you will be using condition and we use the curly bracket to use a block. But here in Python, we have to use the indentation. Indentation means like you give some spaces from the margin. We generally give 4 spaces. Okay, so indentation இருந்தா மட்டும்தான் அது block. For example, I'm just giving a sample here. So in the condition வந்து எப்பவுமே true இருக்கும். So it get into this, and we are giving here 1 2 3 4 spaces are there. And it in a block, all the lines should be in a same indentation. It should be in a same indentation. You should not give one 4 space and another line 3 space like that. It should be very even. And wherever you find this colon means a start of the block. Nested block again, if you are using another if statement, then the space will be 8 space here. So 4 space for the outer if condition and another 4 space for inner if condition. So this is a nested block. Empty block வந்து என்னன்னா, if suppose I am writing a code and I want to write a block, but for time being I am not writing anything, then I can use an empty block. But in other programming language, we can just give curly bracket open and close. But how we can implement in Python? We have to use the keyword pause. Okay. Pass kuduta, that means it is an empty block. Okay.
skip பண்ணிட்டு
So it's an empty block. And pass now, it won't do anything. It's just a or filler mari.
இப்ப அந்த பாஸ் எடுத்துட்டு அந்த லைன் போட்டா
Error வரும். If I remove this, then it will. So empty block must have a pass statement. So user input, like we have the function called input. Okay, this will prompt from the user, it will prompt some ask to give some value. Now it is asking for me to enter something. Now it is printing. Okay, whenever you are entering something, it will accept as a string only. Even if it is, if you want to enter number, it will accept as a string only. So we can do type conversion here, like you have this int. That means whatever the value you are getting, you are converting that into integer, and then you are assigning it to a variable.
Raja, sorry to interrupt you here, Uma. Actually, I have a question on input 24. Previous example you are showing, right? So you ended up the block you just removed the indentation, right? So it knows that okay, that block got over and it start a new statement.
Yes.
In that case, if I put else, how that would go? Again, I have to follow the same indentation for else.
Yeah, I will talk about the if condition in later session.
Oh, okay.
This is just to show you how to use the block and indentation only.
Okay, so we can have multiple lines of code within,
yes.
Following the same indentation.
Yes.
Once, okay, got it. Thank you.
So this is to convert the value into integer. Now I am giving some value. So actually this will accept as a string, but we are converting it to integer. So now the type is int. And similarly, you can test it for float also. You can convert a value to float using this float. Okay, so printing a statement. You have we can print the statement using like print and parenthesis, and then we can use single quotes or double quotes. Anything is anything we can use, like single quotes or double quotes or triple single quotes or triple double quotes. Okay, all is valid. So string வந்து நம்ம வந்து 4 ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு. Single quotes, double quotes, triple single quotes, triple double quotes. So you can print like float expressions, and you can print also some a set of values like here. Okay, like comma separated value, if you are printing comma separated value, it will be printing with a space. Okay, values, there is a space, and then value, then there is a space. So there is a reason for that. We are having additional parameters here. Sep is a separator. Okay, we can use separator, and we have another parameter called end. Okay, so if you are using, what is the difference? I will show you. So when you are explicitly telling that I want a hyphen after each output, then it will add that hyphen there. Instead of space, it will add that hyphen. End means the end of the statement. I want this particular dollar symbol there. So it is showing a dollar there. So this is a print statement. And if you are printing like multiple data types, I'm printing here string, string, and integer, then again string. Okay, we can do that. What this will do is it will convert the integer into a string. Okay, so this is also possible. So now everything will become string, and there is a like if there is some single quotes or double quotes within the quotes, then it is going to throw error. So for that we can use escape sequence. So here I have single quotes. Within that single quotes, I have another single quotes here. So to escape this one, we can use escape character backslash like this. Okay. So this will throw error. So I want to escape this particular character. So I can use backslash wherever it is there. I'm going to use the backslash here. Now this will run. Okay. So now built-in modules. What is built-in modules? Built-in modules means it's a reusable code. Like we have some ready-made code which comes with the installation itself. So there are some modules and functions. For example, I want to use math. So I can use import. This is just like how you use in C# using the command, the word using you are giving no, that same thing in Python will be using import, and JavaScript you will be using import, same. So what I'm doing is I'm just importing a particular module. Module is nothing but just a Python file. There is a ready-made Python file is there. We are just importing that, and we can get the functions or whatever the variables or whatever the function it is having. We can use that in our program. So that is a main thing for built-in modules. So I'm just importing sys. So if you want to see what are the modules I have, you can use this help modules. So there are a lot of modules is available here. So it will list that. So you can see there are a lot of modules available. Okay. So I want to use sys. Okay, I will use this sys.path. So what this will do is, no, it will show where my Python installable are available. So these are the folders where my Python is installed. Okay, so Anaconda 3. In this environment only, I am having my all my modules. Okay, so it is showing that. Let me import the math and
So you're running Jupyter locally here.
yes. So this pi is a variable here, and e is a Euler's number, and we can use POW, that is a power like 2 to the power of 4. We can also use a square root, like this is a function. Okay, we can use this function to do some mathematical calculations. Okay. So if you want to print this, you can use print. Okay. So that's about basics. No, so let's move on to data types. Okay. Okay, so these are the data types available in Python: integer, float, complex, boolean, none, string, tuple, list, dictionary, and set. Out of this, these three are immutable type. Immutable type means mutable type. Mutable type means we can edit, we can update the value. And these are the primitive data types where these are immutable types. Okay. And we cannot change the value. And these are
change the value, but then a new variable will be that is mutable. Right? String
we
A
can-
is equal to 1 to Arun put it. A is equal to George and put A will get George.
reassigned. It will be
Ah,
reassigned.
So new variable will be created.
yes.
But mutable types and the same variable will get affected.
Yes.
But
the same.
immutable types, a new variable will be created, old variable will be dismissed.
Yes.
Correct.
It is just like a dynamic typing, no? I said.
Same C# also same.
So integer, we have the whole numbers like 30 is a whole number. We can give negative numbers, 0, all are integers. So to know the type of the variable, then we can use type. And integer will not start with 0. It will it cannot have a comma. We can use underscore. Underscore is allowed. It is just underscore has nothing, no value. It is just to format the number. And float decimal value. Okay, decimal value, and we can use like E. E is for exponent, like 10 to the power of 2. Here I'm using E02, that means this number into 10 to the power of 2. Similarly, we can use small letters. It can have leading 0 like this, and without 0 also we can use. So E 10 to the power 2. And if I give 10 to the power minus 3, that means the decimal value is going towards left side. Okay. So the print பண்ணும்போது decimal point towards left side it's going. So here also underscore is allowed. And ஒரு ஸ்டேஜுக்கு மேல நம்ம 10 to the power of very big number. If you are using a very big number, then it is going to be infinity. X print பண்ணி பார்த்தோம்னா INF னு வரும். So that means no, I am using a very huge number, so it is showing infinity. So there is no limit like no integer na. So this is the maximum range that we are using. It is based upon your computer memory. The capacity of integer or capacity of float is based on how your computer memory is capable. That it only based on that. Complex number, you would have studied in your 10th maths that complex number இருக்கும். It will have a real part and imaginary part. Imaginary part will have I. That means I means square root of 1. Square root of 1 நம்ம solve பண்ண முடியாது. So we use 5 plus 2i like that. So in Python, instead of I, we will be using j. So j means imaginary part and 5 is real part.
Maximum படிச்சு ரொம்ப நாள் ஆச்சு. நீங்களே சொல்லி கொடுத்துருங்க.
So this is a complex number. Like I have two complex number and I'm going to add this number. கொஞ்சம் வேலை செய்ய மாட்டேங்குது. Okay, x plus x plus y. It is showing some value. Here what happens is the real part and real part will be added and the imaginary part and imaginary part will be added. X minus y. So the real part is subtracted and real part, imaginary part is also subtracted. Boolean. So Boolean means true and false. And you have to remember it should have T as capital letter and F should be capital letter. And this is very straightforward. And if you want to convert a value to a Boolean, suppose you have some value like 342 and you are converting that into Boolean, then it will, this will be converted to true. Any value which has some value, anything which has some value, it is true. Anything which is empty, it is false. For example, this is having some value, so it is true. Now I'm giving another example. So this is some value which is empty. So this is false. Okay. So whenever you are converting a value into Boolean, then if it has a value, then it is true, else it is false. None. None is equivalent to null, like nothing or absence of value. So value illana adu vandu none varum. Actually null nu irukanum, but Python la null, so none. So capital letter N, we should use capital letter N here. So the type of this is same. It is having a unique type like none type. It is a none type. Okay. So string varum. String vandu sequence of Unicode characters. Actually ASCII characters poga ipo vandu Python supports Unicode characters. That means you can use different characters like international characters la use panna mudiyum. So single quotes, we can use single quotes, double quotes, triple single quotes, triple double quotes, all are valid. So why we are using triple single quotes? We can use multi-line statement. If you are using triple single quotes, then we can use multi-line. Okay. Then comes tuples. Tuple is a collection of elements separated by comma enclosed inside a round bracket. Okay. So this is a immutable type and can hold different data types. Okay, like if na vandu or variable then is equal to open and close parenthesis kurta, that means I am using an empty tuple. This is an empty tuple and type of my tuple is equal to tuple. Okay. And you can give some value like a tuple is equal to okay. So I'm giving some set of value type of so this is tuple.
Combination of any data types.
Yeah, it's a mixed data type. We can give value, integer value, or here I'm giving here there is a value integer and string and float. So this is also accepted. Okay. And if you give a single value, it will not consider as a tuple. For example, I'm giving my tuple is equal to, I'm giving in within the parenthesis, I'm giving single value. Okay. So this will not consider as a tuple. This is considered as integer. So to convert this, we have to just add a comma here. We have to add a comma here. Just a comma. That means I'm indicating that it is a tuple. Now, when I execute this one, now you can see it is converted to tuple. So we have to use just a comma here to, if you are using a single value. And even if you don't give a parenthesis, it is going to consider this as tuple. Parenthesis illenalum, so type of my tuple. So it's a tuple. Okay.
Tuple access first element access control.
I will come to
Mind
them.
them.
Yeah. So list is also same like tuple, but list is mutable. We can change the value, we can update, edit, update, we can do in list, but in tuple we cannot do anything. Okay, so it is same as tuple, but we are using a square bracket here. So when you see a square bracket, that means it is a list, and when you are seeing a round bracket, then it is a tuple. So it's same, and I will give this to you for a practice, so you can just see this. Dictionary. Dictionary is like a key value pair within the curly bracket is just like a JSON object. Okay, JSON object நம்ம எப்படி யூஸ் பண்றோமோ same. Curly bracket, then we have key value pairs. Okay, so we have curly bracket, then key value pairs separated by colon. My dictionary. Okay, so there are some basic rules here. Keys in dictionary. This one is key. The first thing is a key, and next is a value. Okay, so the key in a dictionary must be immutable data type. We cannot use like list or anything for key. So it should be immutable type. Keys in a dictionary can have mixed data type, like combination of string, number, tuple. இதெல்லாம் இருக்கலாம். Keys in a dictionary must be unique because dictionary items are identified by its key only. So we are recognizing only the value by the key only. Okay, values in a dictionary can hold any data type, such as string, any value we can give here. So for value, we can give anything, but there are some rules for keys. So this one is invalid because we have some list here as a key. So we cannot use this. So this will throw error. So you can see here I'm using a list here for the key. Okay, so next thing is set. Set is it is a collection of unordered items. Okay, so separated by comma. For this also we are using a curly bracket, but it will have only value. It will not have the like key value pair. It will not be there. So to define an empty set, we can use like my set is equal to set. This is an empty set, and if you are writing like this, that means you are not using a set. It is an empty dictionary. This will become a dictionary. Okay, so if you want to create a set, you have to use this empty set. Okay, let me give this as an example. Type of my set. Okay, this is set. We can also have mixed data type. Here we have integer, string, boolean, and float. Type of. Okay. And if you have some duplicate values like this, it is not duplicates are not allowed in set. So it will remove that duplicate values. I'm entering my set with some value, duplicate values. But when I print the value, it will not have the duplicate values. Okay. And it is also unordered. Like I'm giving some value like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in an order. Okay. I'm entering values in a particular order. But when I print my set, it won't show you in a particular order. You can see the values are random here. So I entered Sunday, Monday, Tuesday like this, but it is showing me in a random order. So set is an unordered collection of item, and it will not have duplicate values. Suppose that you have, why we are using set? Suppose that you have some set of values and you want to remove some duplicates, you can use set. Okay. And set will not have a mutable type. It will have only the immutable type. So this is an invalid, because this set is having a list here. List is mutable type, and set will allow only immutable type. So it is showing error. Okay, now let's do the type conversions. So we have some function like int, float. I'm giving some few examples only. Like when you are converting that, I have a value, float value 2.5. When I convert that into integer, what is going to happen? It is going to truncate this value. Only 2 will be there. Okay, so when you are converting this into integer, then it is going to truncate the decimal value. I'm creating another variable and I'm converting that into okay. So it is truncating the value. So int. Similarly, we can use float. So I have a integer like this, and I'm converting that into float int var print f. Okay. So here it is integer, means you don't have decimal value. Float for there is a decimal value is there. Similarly, you can use bool. We have already seen this one. And str for to convert any value to a string, we can use str. Like x is equal to 2 s is equal to str of x, and then print s. Okay, now yes. So it is showing as a value enclosed in single quotes. Okay. Now a sequence, you can see I have a sequence of characters. I want to convert that into list. You can use this list function to convert that. Okay, this is a sequence of characters. I'm converting that into a list and then I'm printing it. You can see each character is it becomes an element here. Similarly, we can use tuple. Tuple is used for type conversion. And for set, we can use set. Okay. And for set, we can use set. This is to convert any object, any value to set. And to convert to a dictionary, we can use dict. So dict is to convert value to a dictionary. Okay. So these are the this is all about data type conversions. And shall we go to next topic? So this is operators. So these things are, you would have already familiar with these arithmetic operators, logical operators and all. I'm just going fast here. X is equal to 20 and y is equal to 10. Then addition, plus symbol is used for addition, hyphen is used for subtraction, and asterisk is used for multiplication, division, and modulus means remainder. And double asterisk means exponent, x to the power of y. And double backslash means floor division. That means when you are dividing something, it is truncate. It will truncate the decimal value. So that is the thing. I will give this to you for practice. You can run this code and see what is the output. So logical operator, it is just like an English word, and or not. So when you are using a and operator, true and false means false. And when you are using or operator, true and false means true only. So that is the difference. Other than that, everything is same for and or. Not means opposite. Like if the output is true, then it will display false. Okay, so that is a logical operator. And comparison operator, it is same as other programming language. Like we are using doubles equal to, not equal to means the same thing we are using here also. So there is no difference.
So here exclamation is actually not, but NOT not is also a key.
Yeah, that not is for a logical operator. This is for a comparison. Assignment operator also same. We will be using equal to sign to assign a value. Like I'm using an equal to sign here to assign a value. And we can use a arithmetic operator along with equal to sign. That means I'm adding the value and then assigning the value. So this is also same like other programming language. So I'm not going detail into that. Bitwise operator, like it deals with all the binary numbers only. Like I want to shift the binary value to right side or left side. You can use right shift, left shift. And bitwise here, bitwise and means we are using a symbol. Whereas when you are using logical operator, we will be using English word and or not like that. But when you are using bitwise, you will be using the symbol like ampersand, pipe symbol, and caret symbol. And this is not symbol like bitwise not or complement. A complement means if the value is 10, like I'm using print complement of x, what will be the output for this? Like the value of x is 10. That means the value will be minus 11. So we have to add one number and then we have to convert that into a negative number. Sorry, I haven't defined x. X is equal to 10. Print tilde symbol, then x. So it is minus 11. So any value, you give any value here, I'm giving 34. So you have to add one number, then convert that number into negative. That becomes the output.
This is minus 10.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is minus 10.
Minus 10 plus பண்ணிட்டு அதை நெகட்டிவ் இதுவா மாத்திரும். பிளஸ் இருந்தா நெகட்டிவா ஆகும், நெகட்டிவா இருந்தா பிளஸ் ஆகும். இதோட அப்ளிகபிலிட்டி நான் இது வரைக்கும் நான் அவ்வளவு பார்க்கல. பட்
டைரக்டா நெகட்டிவ் ஸ்பேஸ் பாசிட்டிவ் ஸ்பேஸ் கொண்டு போனா பரவாயில்ல. பிளஸ் 1 பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறமா ஆப்போசிட் டிகிரி பண்ணலாம்.
So here minus 34, we have to add 1. That means it becomes minus 33. Then change that value to convert the sign. So that's okay. So this is a bitwise operator. Membership operator means we can use in. There is a keyword called in. Like I have a sequence of a collection of values here. When I'm using in, that means in the value, particular value on the list la irka illaya abdin check pandreng. So it is the output will be always true or false. I'm checking whether this value is present in this list or not. Okay, so I have some set of values and I'm checking whether Monday is present here. So the output will be true. When I say Friday in days, it will give false. False. Okay, so the in operator is a membership operator. So similarly, we can use not in like this. In Friday, not in days. So true or okay. Huh? So not in. So that are these are the membership operator. Similarly, you can try this. I have a message like hello world and H in message, that means and the H-ங்கிற character வந்து இந்த stringல இருக்கா இல்லையா check பண்றோம். Identity operator. So identity operator, like we are using a comparison operator like double is equal to. For identity operator, we will be using is. Okay. So when you are comparing the value, we can use double is equal to. When you are comparing the reference, like whether both the variables are in the same address, then we can use is. Okay. So in the Python பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் என்னன்னா you have everything will be stored in a memory, computer memory. So when you are assigning 5 to variable 1, this variable 1 is referencing this value. This 5 will be stored in some memory address and 10 will be stored in some other memory address. Okay. So this variable 1 and variable 2 will be referencing the that value. But if both the values are same, that means both the this value will be in one address and these two variables are going to reference that particular value. Okay. In that case, when you are using is, it is going to give you true. Like I have variable 1 and variable 2. So these two values are same. So these two variables are referencing the same memory address. So both are true. Suppose if I make it as 7. Now there is a separate memory address created for variable 2. Now it is going to show false and false. Okay. But because if you are using primitive value, you cannot see the difference. Double is equal to is enna difference theriyadu. But when you are using a mutable type like this variable, I'm using variable 1 for variable 1 same value, but it is mutable type. Okay. So in this case, both are same value. When you are using the comparison, it is going to give you true, but is means it will give you false. Okay. So for mutable type only, it is a difference. Like for mutable type, this value will be stored in different memory address. Okay. So when you are comparing the value, then it is going to give true. When you are comparing the reference, it is going to give false. இதோட address நீங்க பார்க்கணும்னா இங்க இப்படி பார்த்துக்கலாம். ID of where 1. ID means address. ID of where 2. So both are in different address. Suppose I am giving where 1 is equal to 5, where 2 is equal to 5. Now I am looking for the address of where 1 and where 2. ID of where 2. Now you can see both are in same address. Okay. So this is about identity operator. One last topic is there. Shall I continue?
Can you stay for 10 more minutes, Steve? There's one more topic to cover. Topic name?
Indexing and slicing.
Indexing and slicing for about 10 minutes. Would you like to continue? I mean, Would you like
Yes.
to put in the course? Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yes.
I have.
okay. So indexing. Indexing means no, we are using a index like each character. You have a sequence like you have sequence type variable here, and each character here has an index. Okay, so this value, first value is a 0. It starts with 0. So we can use a square bracket, then we have to give the index and then the square bracket close. So this will give you the output as P. So in this, it is getting the first value. Okay. I am giving 5. So it gives n. So 0, 1, 2, you count பண்ணி பார்த்துக்கலாம் 0. So 5 is n. So there is a negative, this is a negative indexing. Negative indexing means it will come from the reverse order. Like -1 means it will get the last character. Okay. -3 means from the last we have to count -1, -2, -3. So my str -1. -1 means last character m. -3 means so r. Okay, so this is a negative indexing. We can call it as negative indexing.
So right line will go 0 இருக்காது.
Ah.
Left ல 0 இருக்கிறதுனால.
Ama. So when you are using negative indexing, it starts from -1. Slicing is substring. Okay, you get a range of value. Okay, from a sequence of value, you are getting a range of value. Like I'm giving the start index. This will have two because this is a range. It will have two values: start index and end index. This is a start index and this is the end index. So 7 na 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 inge varaikkum varum. So starts from here till 11. 11 means 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But it will not take the last one. It will not take this last character from here to like PROG. Okay. Let's see the output. Parenthesis touch. So PROG. So it starts from 7, end index is 11. So suppose I'm giving start index as higher value, then it is not going to give me any output. Okay. Start index must be small, end index must be greater. We can also use a negative value like this. -14 means it start index is here. End index -8 means end index is here. Okay. So -14. Copy. So it is giving me this word. So -14 is here, -8 is somewhere here. Okay. And we can give some mixed value also. We can use negative value and positive value. Both value mixed we can give. And we can also give, suppose I'm giving start index and I'm the end index is empty here, not using any index here. So what will happen? The start index, it starts from start index and ends till the end. Okay. So 7 colon pota starts from that particular index and ends till the end. Okay. So from here till the end. And -8 here. You can try out this. If I give only colon, that means I'm not giving any start index and end index. That means it is going to get me all the record, all the entire sequence. Okay. அதே மாதிரி you can use a slicing with step. By default, it will be having the step as 1, like one step, one sequence, one character, next value it will pick. But when you are giving 2, that means it will skip the next value. It is going to take the alternate second value. Let me give you example. Now here you can see PTO, that means it starts from P here. It skips the next letter Y and it takes the T, then it skips the H and then it takes the O. So it is keeping one value and getting the next value. Okay, and similarly, you can use negative indexing also. Negative indexing means like a reverse order, in a reverse order. The step will be in a reverse order. From beginning, it will start from the end index. That is why I'm using the start index as a greater number and end index as smaller number, because you are using a negative indexing here. In this case, OHT, that means we have to count it from reverse. 4 na idu inge varum 4 1. So OHT, because I'm using -1, it is going in a reverse order. So OHT. So that is a, if I give my str ::(-1). So I'm not giving the start index and end index, but I'm giving only -1. That means it will reverse the entire string. So the word வந்து complete reverse orderல அது காட்டும். Okay, so that's about today's class. So today we saw Python basics, data types and data type conversions, operators, and indexing and slicing. So I will share these notes to you. If you have any questions, then you can contact me. Okay, that's all for today.